Hello everyone and welcome to DJ Study Platform. So today we will be going to discuss all the three possible circuits in which you could be asked to find out the Thevenin resistance. So the first one would be the circuit containing only independent sources. The second one would be the circuit containing only dependent sources. And the third one would be the circuits having both independent and dependent sources. So I'll not be getting into a lot of theories and statements, but I'll only discuss those things which are important for you to solve the questions, right? Just keep in mind that any linear bilateral network can be represented as a voltage source in series with a resistance and a current source in parallel with a resistance. This is nothing but the Thevenin equivalent circuit, and its source transformed circuit is nothing but the Norton equivalent circuit. Now let us talk about calculating these parameters. Thevenin voltage is the open circuit voltage which will come across the terminals about which we are calculating the Thevenin equivalent circuit, and similarly the Norton equivalent current is the short circuit current which will flow through the terminals about which we are calculating the Norton equivalent circuit. We can calculate this VTH and IN, that is open circuit voltage or the short circuit current, by using KCL, KVL, nodal analysis, mesh analysis, all these tools which we have already learned in this course. Now let us talk about calculating this RTH. There can be three possible models. So let's discuss the first model, in which the circuit will be having only the independent sources. This one is the easiest one. You just have to short circuit the voltage sources and open circuit the current sources. So after removing the current sources, what we'll get in this circuit is this 6 and 3 will be in parallel, that would be equal to 2, and the RTH across AB would be eventually 6 to 10 in series, that would be equal to 18. So RTH would be 18 ohms. So this is the easiest model. The second model would be the circuits having only dependent sources. Now there are two things which you can do in the circuit to find out the Thevenin resistance. The first one is obviously connecting an external voltage source of magnitude say 1 volt. You can generally take 1 volt and then find out the V by I. Suppose this is an external voltage source which you have connected, then you have to find out V by I. Okay, that will give you Thevenin resistance. Okay, after connecting this voltage source, you can apply nodal analysis or any other method to calculate this current after applying the external voltage source, such that it is supplying power to the circuit. Remember, the external voltage source should always supply power to the circuit, and then you can find out V by I to calculate the Thevenin resistance. Or the other thing that you can do is to convert this dependent voltage source into a resistor. Now let us see how we can convert this dependent voltage source into a resistor to calculate RTH across AB. Okay, we can calculate RTH across AB by converting this voltage source into a resistor. Remember, this method will not be applicable in each and every circuit. You can only apply if you can find the linear relationship between the voltage and the current of that dependent source. Now the current flowing through this dependent source would be 0.3 Vx, as you can see. So we have got the voltage of this dependent source, which is 4 Vx, and the current through this dependent source, which is 0.3 Vx. So now we can convert this dependent source into a resistor. Now the magnitude of resistance would be given by V upon I, so it would come out to be 40 upon 3. Now we know that a resistor always causes a voltage drop. That means the current would always enter the positive terminal of the resistor, but here in our circuit the current is leaving the positive terminal, so we will take the resistance value as minus 40 by 3. Now in this circuit we can replace this dependent source by a resistance of value minus 40 by 3. Now this minus 40 by 3 and 10 ohm would be in series, that will be equal to minus 10 by 3, and that minus 10 by 3 would come in parallel with this 20 ohms. So that would be equal to minus 4. This minus 4 will come in series with 10 ohms, so our RTH would eventually come out to be 6 ohms. Now the third model is the circuits having both independent sources and the dependent sources. So in these circuits, the first thing that we have to do is to handle the independent sources. So let us short circuit this voltage source. Now you can apply either of the two methods that we have seen for the circuits having only dependent sources. If you can find out the linear relationship between the voltage and the current of this dependent source, well and good. Otherwise, apply an external voltage source of magnitude 1 volt and then find out this current I to calculate V upon I to find out the Thevenin resistance. Again, remember that your external source should be always supplying the power to the circuit. That is, the current must be leaving the positive terminal of the voltage source. Now find out the RTH of this question and tell me the answers in the comment section. This is the first task for you. And the second task for you would be to find out the current I in these networks, network 1 and network 2, and tell your analysis of the networks in the comment section. That is how network 2 is related with the network 1. You have to tell me that in the comment section. Other practice questions on network theorems are given on our Telegram channel. The link of the Telegram channel will be in the descriptions. Go and join it. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, thanks and take care.